Tuia te here tangata karongo te pō, karongo te ao. Tuia ta muka tangata I taki a mai, Hawaii ki nui, Hawaii ki roa, Hawaii ki pāmama. Te hono I wairua piti hono tātai hono. Te hunga mate ki te hunga mate, te hunga ora ki te hunga ora, ko tātau tēnei, no reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātau. No reira aku rauranga tira mā. Mai te hiko te ika, tai atu rā ki te punga o te waka, a whakawhiti atu rā ki tā wahi, ki te ao whānui, e titiro nei ki tēnei, te whakarewa ake o tō tātou nei kapa, mamaku I tēnei rā, nau mai, piki mai, kake mai, hara mai koutou. Hara mai ki tēnei ta whenua, e takato nei. Me whakaaro ake mātou I tēnei wā ki te mana o te whenua, ngā ti whātua o rākai I tēnei wā. Me te ngau kino nei tonu o te pāpā a Joe Hawk, e ngau tonu ana ki a rātou. Nō reira ki a koutou, te kōrero mōna, haere atu rā e moi oki ai e pā. Nō reira me hori ake ki tēnei te kaupapa o te rā nei, ko te mahi tuatahi I tēnei wā, te tuku atu rā te rākau karakia ki tō tātou nei no te reo, a karaipi ture no roto o te moana nui a kiwa, nō reira, tēnā koutou, nau mai, hara mai koutou.
Kia ora tātou katoa I le awa lava ma le whaaloalo. Au te whaatalo whaalo I atu ai le swafapa ia o lo tātou alii o Yesu Kiriso. Greetings everyone. In the name of our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, ma aloe lele, ni tambula vinaka, whakalofalahi atu, ki orana katoa toa, tā aloha ni. Ko te wiki tēnei o te wiki o te reo Māori. And there is a Māori whakatauki which says this: He manako te kaura I kore ai. He manako te kaura I kore ai. Wishing for the crayfish won't bring it. Wishing for the crayfish won't bring it. Today you have asked for God's blessing. And simply because you have asked, the blessing has been given. Simply because you have asked. He manako te kaura I kore ai. Wishing for the crayfish won't bring it. Asking for God's blessing today will help to bring it. And what you bring in terms of everything you have achieved to get to this point will also help to bring it. The it is how you work the blessing out as a team together. The it is how you best express and reflect as a team the blessing on and off the court. The blessing will find its fulfillment in what you do from here on in as a team together. Bring it. Bring the blessing to fruition. Bring it. This is our prayer. Amen.
Amen. Simple waiata of welcome. Feel free, if you know it, to repeat the words after me. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, e ho ama, kua tai mai nei, I tēnei wā, no reira rā, e ho ama, kia ora rā, koutou katoa. No reira nau mai, piki mai, kake mai, hara mai koutou. Kia ora rā.
Ngāti whātua hera hāpai tēnā koutou. Nā mate o te wā, haere, 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 wili te tōtara haumata, te reo o te ao whutupōro, e kore koe e ware ware e a mātou. Huri no mai ki te hunga ora, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. First and foremost, I'd like to acknowledge Ngāti Whātua Ōrākai, the tangata whenua, the people of the land we are standing on today. I'd also like to acknowledge and remember those who have recently fallen and acknowledge those that are here in the room with us, the living. Ko Taylor Johnson toku ingo, my name is Taylor Johnson and it is my pleasure to welcome you here today to College Rifles Rugby Club for a very special occasion. Excuse my voice, I was screaming too loud at the Wharapama Cup finals on the weekend, so it's a little bit husky, but you'll forgive me. Today is a really special occasion because we name our New Zealand squad for the Rugby World Cup 2021, of course played in 2022. What an incredibly exciting time for the women's game, but also for Aotearoa. Throughout the year, we have felt the excitement build for the Rugby World Cup, with this tournament being extra special as the Black Ferns look to lift the trophy and defend their title in front of a home crowd. Our Black Ferns have won 5 Rugby World Cups, and there are plenty of legends here today who have hoisted that trophy above their heads, the ones that we affectionately called Nancy. Now, that legacy you have all created is the reason why women's rugby has grown tremendously in our country, and that record is unrivaled in the men's and women's game, so we thank you for that. There's been an unprecedented amount of preparation and hard work put in by the players as they push for their spot in this squad. You only need to look at the Wharapama Cup competition to admire the condition, athleticism and skill set of our wahine toa. Shortly, we will hear from one of these legends, Dr. Wharapama, who's in the World Rugby Hall of Fame and a 3-time Rugby World Cup winner, and she will announce the much-anticipated squad. Now, 2022 is the year that we supercharge the women's game here in Aotearoa and shine a light on women's rugby, not only in New Zealand, but across the Pacific. Today is the next milestone in the Black Ferns' journey to this pinnacle event. Before I hand over to Ngāti Maniapoto and Tiku Iti's finest, Dr. Wharapama, let's watch as we have some familiar faces wishing our Black Ferns good luck.
Kia ora, Jackie Apiata here, Ngāpui, Black Fern 24/7, Cap number 1, supporting the current and future Black Ferns Rugby World Cup 2021.
Hi team, Regina Sheck, Black Fern number 58. Congratulations to all the team, management, support crew and everyone else involved on your selection for the 2021 World Cup.
Hey team, just wanted to wish you guys the best of luck for the up and coming World Cup. Can't wait to get up to Eden Park and support you girls. It's going to be a massive occasion. Make sure you stop and enjoy it and have some fun along the way.
Kia ora ladies, first and foremost congratulations, massive congratulations for making the World Cup squad. What a massive honour, no doubt your whānau and friends are very proud of you, just as we are.
Congratulations ladies on your World Cup selection. As my daughter so kindly pointed out, it has been a wee while since I was last selected, but what I do remember is the phone call and how proud I was every time I got to pull on that black jersey.
Kia ora Black Ferns whānau, ko Rochelle Takawingoa. I'm absolutely stoked to have this opportunity to wish you all the very best for the upcoming World Cup campaign you're about to embark on. Here in Aotearoa, our backyard. How incredible is that?
Malole everyone, my name is Doris Tafadel and I was part of the 2010 World Cup team.
Kia ora koutou, I'm Melissa Wall. I was a member of our 98 World Cup team.
We've had the privilege of taking Nancy to the Kingdom of Tonga and hopefully inspiring the Tonga girls to dream.
So to this latest group of Black Ferns, I say to you kia kaha, whamalosi, and I wish you all the best.
Hey team, well what a privilege, been given a chance to send a message to you to build up to your World Cup. Got to say the work and effort that you've put in as individuals, as a team, as units, to your coaching, your management crew, it's been huge. The turnaround has been huge and man, it's instilled a lot of pride.
Kia ora, Helen Mann-Stroud, Black Fern number 10. I want to welcome you to our home in the beautiful Te Onipoto, Otatahi, here in Christchurch. I want to wish you all the best for the upcoming 2021, although it's 2022, Rugby World Cup to be held up north. I'll be there to support you in the opening weekend, and from my family, we wish you all the best.
Black Ferns World Cup squad, you got this. Kia kaha.
Kia ora Black Ferns and all those supporting them. I'm Shona Ballinger, New Zealand Women's Rugby representative to the first World Cup in 1991 in Wales. Man, was that a blast. I want to wish you all well. Go hard, represent and kia kaha, but most of all, have some fun, because that's what the game's all about, right? Here's a wee nod for the old jumper.
Kia ora malo, talofa, Melissa Rusker here. Just want to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best for the Rugby World Cup. Massive congratulations on getting to where you are. To play in that black jersey at any time is super special, but at home in a Rugby World Cup is just going to be next level.
Lauren O'Reilly here, Blackfern number 44. Thinking of you all, go hard, good skills, like a Blackfern.
Talofa lava mai usos. Hey, here in Wharirua, we are rugby mad, and at Rangikura especially, we are behind the Black Ferns. We want to send a massive good luck to you guys. We want to see you play like a Black Fern and kick it.
Like a Blackfern!
Good luck,
Well, kia ora koutou. I think that video just demonstrates once you're a Black Fern, you're always a Black Fern. So that's really, really moving, and it's lovely to see some of our Black Ferns here today in person, and I know there'll probably be lots watching online and live. So kia ora everyone, ko Whara Palmer taku ingoa. I am Whara Palmer, and I'm Black Fern number 68, and it gives me a huge honour to be here today. I just want to acknowledge Taylor, ngamihi to you, Taylor. You're also from Maniapoto, so it's great from one Maniapoto wahine to another. To my ngā mamaku whanaunga, ki ngā kaimahi, me ngā rangatira o Whutupōro o Aotearoa, ki ngā tangata katoa, ko hui mai nei tēnei wā. Kia ora, talofa lava, malo ilelei, nisa bulavanaka, and warm greetings. Thank you for having me here and us here at College Rifles, a club where many Black Ferns learnt and refined their rugby skills. Any College Rifles wahine in here? Yep, a few. The enormity of this occasion and what it means for those who have been striving for excellence reminds me of the following whakatauki. It's lovely that you started with a whakatauki, and it is Māori Language Week, te reo Māori, so I wanted to share this whakatauki. Whaia te iti kahurangi ki te tūohu koe me he maunga teitei. Seek the treasure you value most dearly. If you bow your head, let it be to a lofty mountain. So it is my huge honour, therefore, to announce the Black Ferns team for the Rugby World Cup 2021, and if you don't know it already, playing in 2022. The team is Ariana Baylor, Waikato; Alana Bremner, Canterbury; Chelsea Bremner, Canterbury; Nongo Ipolotu, Lemapu, Ataii; Sylvia Brunt, Auckland; Kendra Coxedge, Canterbury; Luca Connor, Bay of Plenty; Natalie Delamere, Bay of Plenty; Co-Captain, Ruahei de Mont, Auckland; Amy Duplessis, Canterbury; Teresa Fitzpatrick, Auckland; Stacey Flula, Waikato; Sarah Hirini, Manawatu; Renee Holmes, Waikato; Tanya Kalau-Nevale, Waikato; Aisha Leteinga, Wellington; Pip Love, Canterbury; Arihiana Marino Tauhinu, Counties Manukau; Charmaine McMenamin, Auckland; Liana Mikaele Tu'u, Auckland; Crystal Murray, Northland; Jonah Nganwu, Wellington; Georgia Ponsonby, Canterbury; Kendra Reynolds, Bay of Plenty; Maya Kavana Kaulani Ruse, Auckland; Amy Rule, Canterbury; Co-Captain Kennedy Simon, Waikato; Aifina Tangen Wainohu, Waikato; Santo Taumata, Bay of Plenty; Hazel Tubic, Counties Manukau; Ruby Tui, Counties Manukau; Renee Wycliffe, Bay of Plenty; and Portia Woodman, Northland. Congratulations to all those selected. I, along with the rest of Aotearoa New Zealand and the world, cannot wait to watch you play. All I have to say is karawhiua, go out there and give it heaps. Kia ora.
Ngā mihi nui, Dr. Farah Palmer. What an incredible team, and we cannot wait to see you guys get out there. I'd now like to invite up a couple of people to speak on our panel. So, Assistant Coach Whitney Hanson, Black Ferns Co-Captain Kennedy Simon, our most capped Black Fern, Kenza Coxedge, and our Black Fern veteran, Renee Wycliffe. Kendra told me to say that. Whitney, we'll start with you. No doubt this was an incredibly tough team to pick. There's some big omissions and there's some, young inclusions into the side. What were you looking for in the squad when you were naming it?
It was incredibly tough, and I think we've been feeling all week for some great people and great players who have missed out. But ultimately what it came down to is we wanted fit, fast, explosive, powerful athletes who were pretty good at rugby. And I know that sounds like a bit of a silly thing to say, but it's not enough to just be able to scrummage anymore. You have to be a really great rugby player as well. So that was a piece of it. Work rate was massive, and character was really important. I think when you go away for 8-9 weeks together, sometimes the right person is the right person.
Absolutely, and the character we've seen from the women's game have been incredible. The post-match interviews, far better than the men, we must say. Now, there's been a lot of disruption as well across the sport over the past few years. So how has the build-up been into the Rugby World Cup? Obviously far from ideal.
Yeah, I think if you had have probably asked any of us what our ideal setup would have looked like, it's a wee bit like me and Smithy talking about training plans. He said you got 20 minutes and I try and argue for 30. Having a bit more time would have been great, but we can't change that. So controlling the controllables has been huge. And if you look to find a positive in this space, I guess that being under real challenge and adversity is what builds real resilience, and that's something that has galvanised us, and I think it's also probably created real pressure. So there's an urgency and an intensity, and that's put a real challenge to the playing group that we've got, and I think led to what some of our successes have been so far.
As a management group, lastly, is there a key theme that you've brought into this camp heading into World Cup?
Like it's at home, and that's pretty important. So I think when you think about being at home and you think about the whare that is us, and we're going to do a really good job to defend that and work together to do that.
Thanks, Whitney. Kendra, I'll move on to you. You made your debut back in 2007. Obviously, you've announced that you're going to be retiring at the end of this World Cup, so you've been a part of quite a few campaigns. What is so special about this particular group?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, first of all, seeing the messages from the past Black Ferns up there and realising that you've played with a couple of them definitely makes me feel old. But no, I think as a player, a World Cup at home, I don't think anything could beat that. And we knew that, the naming of the squad, everyone's worked so hard this year. There's been a lot of competitions for positions, and I've just seen the squad here for the first time as well, and looking at it, it's so exciting. There's so much energy in the group, and we're just really excited about the challenge ahead. But I'd say it's just around the energy that the group brings. It's exciting.
Is there something that's so special about the culture in this particular group?
I think just with the Black Ferns in general, there's something special about it, and that probably defines the reason why I've been here for so long. I absolutely love running out in the black jersey and pulling it on, and the ones in the room that have done that before, you know how that feels. And I think what it is the youth in the group, and the want for the jersey, the humility. The girls are humble. I know how much everyone in this squad and even outside the squad has worked this year, and I think that's what's really cool, is that now some of them get to play in front of their families on home turf.
Does your preparation change knowing that this is your last World Cup?
No.
That's what we love to hear. Kennedy, I'll move on to you now. We were just discussing earlier the last Rugby World Cup. You were over playing in Japan. Fast forward 5 years, you're now co-captaining the squad, heading to the World Cup. What does that mean to you?
phenomenal. Yeah, there's no other word for it. I never would have thought I'd be in this position, and it's amazing to be surrounded by incredible women and to continue a legacy that's been built in the jersey.
What is your message to the fans as we inch closer and closer to the World Cup?
My message would be women's rugby has come such a long way, and we're trying to implement expansive, fast, exhilarating rugby, and I think everyone should get a piece of it. It's going to be exciting.
Renee, I'll move on down to you now. How have you, as players, been preparing for this World Cup?
Kia ora tātou. Firstly, I just want to acknowledge Matua Luke and Dr. Wharapama for opening this whare today. But as a player, I guess I've been in the game for a little while now. Just excited to get back out on the grass. For me, it was just about playing some games, FPC, and enjoying the moment, and I really did enjoy it.
Let's talk about the FPC. Why was the competition so good this year? Is it because you're now, full-time athletes and you're all mixing and mingling in that squads?
I'd love to say that, but I think it's because I'm getting to my the end of the year. So, I think it's just remembering why I played the first place, enjoyment, getting out there and playing alongside some amazing wahine and reflecting on that. I've really enjoyed it, so I think that just brings the best rugby out of me, yeah.
And to the squad that's been named, they've got players who've been to multiple World Cups. For some of them, they're only just got their first Test cap this year. How do you combine that youth and experience to create something special?
Enjoyment. I mentioned it before, just it's always an honour to put the black jersey on, and I think Kendra mentioned it before, is hearing those messages and not forgetting the legacy. That's very important for me, and I guess for everyone that wears that jersey or has that opportunity. But to play your first game and then to be at your fourth World Cup, it's definitely a journey. That's something that I'll cherish forever.
And Kennedy, I'll come back to you. I know it's a home World Cup, but what else are you most looking forward to about this World Cup?
Just the opportunity to inspire our younger generation coming through. I've got nieces myself, and to show them that you can do anything if you work hard enough and if you've got enough passion to succeed.
And Kendra, I'll give you the last word. What is your word to the general public to get them to Eden Park on that first game?
We need you. I think, it's touched on by Kennedy. The way the game is played now, it's fast, it's physical, the set piece is unreal. So if you want to come down, obviously support us, watch us. It's going to be some really awesome rugby to watch.
Thank you, Renee, Kennedy, Kendra and Whitney for your time today. I know I'm excited, and everyone watching at home as well as in here, we're super excited to see you guys get out on the field. So thank you once more. As we come to the end of the formalities, we will have some media interviews. You're all welcome to stay and watch the skills and drill session, which will be outside just on the AstroTurf out there. And you can also enjoy some local kai with some food trucks outside, so I'll be rushing straight there after this. To those watching at home, make sure you purchase your tickets to the opening game on October 8th at Eden Park. Your support is so crucial. Our wahine have won 5 rugby